Today we have the AT4X AEV. It's the pioneer of premium off-roading. They basically took the regular AT4 and put it on steroids, or whatever they gave Steve Rogers to become Captain America. And what better way than to start off this video by taking it on the trail. It's the pinnacle of off-road capabilities. So let's get to it. But first, let me explain what makes this AEV, also known as an American Expedition Vehicle, different from the regular AT4. First, we've got a factory 1.5-inch lift. The AEV also gets 16 spokes Salta racing wheels and 33-inch Wrangler tires. So it's basically the size of me. We also get heavy-duty stamp seal, heat-coated and powder-coated metal bumpers in the front and the rear with its own recovery points, and you have a spot for a winch if you want to install one. You've got 5 skid plates made of hot stamped boron steel. They are 3.5 times stronger than equivalent cold stamped steel and helps protect vital components under the truck, such as the front approach, steering gear, transfer case, fuel tank, and rear differential from ruts, rocks, and stumps, and the adversary of the trail. We got rocker panel protection, and you can have the optional bolt-on running boards attached as well. With all that being said, let's actually go for a drive now. All right, this truck has a Multimatic DSSV spool valve damper system. It features 3 separate spool valves to control 3 connecting chambers for fluid flow. That gives this truck an additional 5 centimeters of travel in the front and 3 additional centimeters in the back, which makes this truck much more comfortable when you are off-roading. The AT4X also has specific chassis tuning that makes it a lot more comfortable when you're going off-road at high speeds. All right, we're gonna try to get up this hill. It is super steep. Right now it's showing 12 degrees of angle on the off-road page, but thank God we have 11.8 inches of ground clearance, 29.8 degree approach angle, 22.6 degree breakover angle, and 25.7 degree departure angle. It is not even struggling at all on this thing. And because it's super tight, you can also use the camera to pretty much see all around the truck. Like you can even see the side. For the first time ever, we also have front and rear E-locking differentials on the AT4X, which is game-changing for off-roading. By allowing the wheels to spin at the same rate and allow unequal torque on each wheel, it limits the chance of slipping. So far, we haven't had to use the diff lock because the traction management system has been doing a really good job on its own. So far, we're not even slipping at all. And this thing is a beast. This articulation here is so good. We're on a very steep angle. You do have a off-road page that you can view all the angles necessary. And this pretty much gets through every single obstacle that you can throw at it. I'm actually pretty sure this is better than the Raptor off-roading, especially because it's not as wide or big as the Raptor. So you can get through a lot of trails much more easily and effectively. Of course, with my lower back pain, these massage seats are lovely. These seats are 16-way powered with heating and cooling. And these massage seats are actually one of the better massage seats that I've experienced. Most car massage seats aren't that great, but GM's been doing a really good job with theirs. But before we get to the rest of the interior, let's get through this trail first.
As you can see here, we are in quite a bit of deep mud, and even with the diff open right now, it is not struggling at all, just a little bit of traction loss, and once it's figured out where to put down traction, you are good. It pretty much just hooks up instantly. I am sure this truck is much more capable and you can test it out in much tougher terrain, but we don't want to damage this PR car.
In this truck, we have a 6.2 liter Ecotec V8 engine, which makes 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque through a 10-speed automatic transmission. In a few months, they will have the Duramax 6.6 liter, which will make 975 pound-feet of torque and 470 horsepower. And that truck will have a tow rating of 18,000 pounds. But with the 6.2 liter that we do have right now, we can still tow 8,700 pounds with a payload rating of about 1,300 pounds. Although there is a hot new Duramax engine coming, the 6.2 liter can get up to 60 in just 5.5 seconds, which is really impressive for how heavy and big this thing weighs. This V8 also sounds great, but the fuel economy that you should expect is about 15 miles per gallon with 14 in the city and 17 in the highway. But since we've been driving this truck, we've actually been averaging about 20 miles per gallon, which isn't horrible for a truck that's capable. All right, let's get off the trail and onto the tarmac. And this thing actually does really good. Even with all that off-road ingenuity, engineering going on, this thing is amazing on the road. It handles not that bad, especially for a pickup truck. It's actually really planted. The chassis is great, especially for the fact that it weighs almost 6,000 pounds. This thing does a really good job. And odds are you're gonna be spending most of your time with this truck on the road anyways. It's still faster than most econo boxes. Pretty much 80% of the cars on the road, you can still take them, especially with this great 6.2 liter V8. Okay. These tires aren't exactly the best for the streets, but it still does a really good job. And when you're not hooting around and driving like a normal person, it's super comfortable. You won't really hear anything. It's quiet, it's refined. It feels almost like a complete German luxury car, especially with this interior. Here's another corner and rotate. That's all right. Yeah, you're not rolling around too much either, which is surprising, especially because there is a 1.5-inch lift on this AEV model. You can really only hear it when you want to. Just send it, and that 6.2 liter V8 just comes to life. This is a really good truck, not just for off-roading, but also your A to B commute.
The design is athletic, it's aggressive. We've got a different front fascia and grille on the AT4X, these sharp split C-shaped LED headlamps, and it's got a really rugged look, especially with these blacked out trimming and door handle. We've got protected sport exhaust tips in the rear. It looks determined, bold, and sophisticated, which is exactly what this truck is. We've got suede Alcantara on the headliner, pillars, and sunshade visors. Makes us feel super fancy. These seats are a full grain leather in obsidian rush, and we've got this red and white double needle stitching. The trimming is real Vanta ashwood, and the rest of the accents are in a technical grain leather. Anywhere that you would typically touch is very soft, and it feels like it's made of high quality material. The tech we've got in here, it's also in its own class, especially for a pickup truck now. The screen in the middle is a 13.4-inch diagonal premium GMC infotainment system with Google built in. There's lots of pages that you can go through. It's simple, clean, and fast, and the built-in Google Map means that you don't even have to use Apple CarPlay. The OS of the car is good on its own, if not better than using CarPlay, especially because you can use Hey Google to navigate or do certain things.
Take me to Costco.
Okay, Costco wholesale 2.9 kilometers away.
The instrument cluster is a 12.3-inch all-digital display with also a bunch of pages that you can go through, including your off-road pages and all the information, which is really handy. And of course, we have a massive 15-inch heads-up display, also with a whole bunch of info that you can have displayed while you're driving. We've got a 12-speaker Bose Premium Series with center point speaker system, and they sound amazing. We've also got 14 available camera views, including your top-down hitch view, your front view, the side view, the back, and curb cameras on the front and the back wheels, as well as a trailer view and a camera for the truck bed, which was very useful when we were using it to haul our bikes around. There's a button on the side of the seat over here where you can control your upper shoulder adjustment, your lumbar support, your back bolstering, and most importantly, the massage seats, which has a roll, knead, wave, relief, glide function. Of course, there's wireless charging, OnStar, in-vehicle Wi-Fi hotspot, and just pretty much all the tech you can think of. We do have AEV logos throughout the cabin, and nice soft padding and leather in the right places. This is the most luxurious and one of the nicest interior for an off-road ready vehicle. In the rear, we have plenty of space and under-seat storage, as well as some cubbies like this cubby over here, plenty of cubbies throughout the car. There isn't a panoramic sunroof available, but that means that you get more headroom, which makes this a really good road trip ready truck. Just sitting in the back here just makes you want to drive it across the country. The truck bed has a multi-pro tailgate you can use as a traditional tailgate or as a load stop, or put it down for easy access, or just use the whole thing as a step, or also use it as a half load stop or as a table. Plenty of different ways that you can use this tailgate. There's also a kicker audio system built into the tailgate, which is awesome. The AT4X only comes with the short bed option. For the standard bed size, you can get the regular AT4 though. You still get 64 cubic feet of space in the back. Overcoming the outdoors is no problem for this truck. This is a serious adventure-ready vehicle with world-class towing power, especially in that brand new Duramax coming later this year. There's a hella nice interior and all the tech that you would want. Great performance and handling, and all the practicality you'd expect from a truck. The AT4X really forges its own path. It's where premium on-road comfort meets off-road capabilities, with absolutely no compromises. That's all guys. Thanks for watching.